Hey everybody, and welcome to a candy experiment. Today we're experimenting with Pop-Tarts. In particular, we're experimenting with the frosted raspberry Pop-Tarts. And this is a series I've done on this thing where I've been experimenting with the different types of heating that you do with treats. So how you would eat them heated. And I thought Pop-Tarts is the perfect thing because you're supposed to sort of heat them up. They're supposed to go to a certain temperature. According to the back, I've got pictures of the instructions here. You can microwave them or you can toast them, which is already two of the prerequisites that I use for this experiment. So I've done this experiment in the past. I'll explain it again. Basically, I eat the same thing sort of at 5 different temperatures. Room temperature, frozen, refrigerated, microwaved, and toasted. Two of the ways, the microwaved and the toasted one, as you see the instructions, very vague instructions, by the way. Like I was trying to, I want to do this experiment. I thought, I'm going to do I've never actually looked at instructions for Pop-Tarts. I normally just put them in my toaster until they sort of starting to brown or seem ready. But I tried to look for instructions because I wanted to do it the right way. Turns out it's so vague, there really isn't a right way to make Pop-Tarts. So, but I did my best. I did sort of my regular toasted way, and then I did them in the microwave, which actually was remarkably fast. I was surprised at how quickly you can toast a Pop-Tart or microwave a Pop-Tart and it warms up. It was like 10 seconds. It actually says 3 seconds on the instructions, but my microwave only goes for 10 seconds, and I did 4 or 5 seconds. It didn't quite seem right, so I went for them with 10. I should stop talking now because the warm and cold Pop-Tarts that we've had before are already starting to sort of change temperature. But I'm going to start with sort of room temperature. That's how I generally do. I thought just to make it more effective here, I would actually do one straight out of a package. This has not been in any kind of microwave or anything. This is right out of the package. These packages are both difficult and easy to open there. So I have got a raspberry Pop-Tart, fresh out of the package. Thank God it wasn't broken, but here we go. This is the room temperature. I've got a little graphic with the bite mark already. Pop-Tart. It tastes uncooked. The dough kind of tastes like a weird sort of shortbread cookie. The jam tastes raspberry enough, and the icing is fine, but there's definitely something weird about the dough, like the pastry part, where it almost tastes like a very sort of mild shortbread cookie, but not in a great way. Well, yeah, not a big fan. It's funny, there's a story about somebody who Allison once gave a Pop-Tart to because they had never tried one. And they were like, I don't really like them that much. I don't understand what all the hype is. And then Allison realized that she forgot to tell this person to toast it. And it made all the difference in the world. And they tried it again, and it was all the difference in the world. So toasting, doing something to your Pop-Tarts seems like it's important, which leads me to the next one, which I am sort of thinking is going to be similar, but a little weird. This is a refrigerated Pop-Tart. So I've got, again, a graphic here with the bite mark. It's bland. It's just bland. It's weird, I guess the flavor comes a little bit afterwards, but don't chili your Pop-Tarts. This is, nah. I think the next one I'm gonna go, this is the most experimental one. This is, why is bubblegum pink? How old is ice cream? Where does the word lollipop come from? Join Sir Francis Sweetums and his companion Barbara as they learn fun facts about the history of many fun snacks. Learn all about the snacks you love by picking up Snack Facts, available on Amazon or at candycritic.org. It's a frozen Pop-Tart. So this has been in my freezer for a few days now, and I'm curious texture-wise whether or not it's going to work or not. It's weird. The texture is actually kind of nice. It's almost got like, it's like a chewiness in the center of it that the other two didn't have. Flavor-wise, for some reason, it seems to have kept its flavor better than the refrigerated one. It's not bad. I would say to somebody, experiment with it, but don't expect it to taste like a regular Pop-Tart. So, frozen, okay. Now microwave. This is the one I'm most interested in because this is actually like a suggested way to eat it. So this is a microwave Pop-Tart. I've never had the microwave before. It seems like a simple way to do it. I mean, obviously, if you're in a pinch, it seems like, okay, you want a warm treat, microwave your Pop-Tart, but it just seems wrong. So, The inside is quite tasty, actually. Like the raspberry flavor is pretty good. This isn't horrible. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. You know, I would still say the refrigerated one is the one that I actually did not like that. The plain one was kind of like, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's like, it's edible. The frozen one was surprisingly interesting. And this is surprisingly not as bad as I thought it would be. I sort of thought this would just be like a cheap way of doing it. The last one I'm going to try is, of course, the way you should eat a Pop-Tart. You can tell it's even a little brown. I've got, again, a picture there. Toasted. I mean, this is a superior way to eat a Pop-Tart. This is how they were designed. This is like, you know, I don't know how old Pop-Tarts are. I'll put the year up here. This is when Pop-Tarts started. I'm sure it's a long time ago. I probably wasn't even alive yet. And there's a reason why you toast these things. The difference between all of the other ones and this toasted one is the fact that the crust actually sort of tastes like it's baked, which it has been baked. The rest, it sort of had like this sort of cookie-ish flavor, but not like a great high quality cookie, but just sort of a meh cookie. Also, as with the microwave one, the filling, when it warms up, it has so much more flavor. The refrigerated one it was awful. But the frozen one had a bit of that flavor, and the plain one had a bit of that flavor. But when you warm up that inside, the flavor just hits you. And when you bake it, you just get this nice toasty flavor on the dough that you just don't get with all of the other applications. So toasting it is the best way to have a Pop-Tart. Freezing it is surprisingly interesting, and I would highly recommend, you know, if you've got a box of Pop-Tarts, give it a try. It's sort of fun. If you're in a pinch, microwaving it is totally acceptable. I would even say if like between having it plain, like you're talking 10 seconds in a microwave, that's not bad. Go for it, you know. It's not, you'll up the game from plain to microwave quite a bit, just with that filling having a bit more punch. Plain is like, I mean, I guess if you're like out and it's all you've got is Pop-Tarts as a snack and you just want to eat something, it'll do, but it's not great. And just don't put your Pop-Tarts in the refrigerator, please. You're not doing anybody any good. So thanks for watching this experiment. I don't know if I learned anything from it other than I'm going to continue to toast my Pop-Tarts whenever I can. I guess I learned microwaving is surprisingly good and freezing is kind of interesting, and the refrigerator is just the worst idea you could have. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can go to candycritic.org to find links to everything from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. You can also read well over 1,000 candy reviews, with new ones coming all the time. Candycritic.org also has links to pick up my latest books, as well as some cool candy-themed merchandise.